Right, hello. So, my hyperfixation has decided we're doing this today, apparently. So, what I was saying, in this hypothetical world, this problem you've got, is you're doing an enormous, well, potentially an enormous number of transforms to achieve this portal effect in this hypothetical world where we start with software rendering. I mean, imagine a massive corridor with like 30 different off branches, whatever, you're just drawing all these vertex points. It's no good. Anyway, this is how I think we defeat John Carmack in the 1993 Game of Thrones. Right? If we're gonna do it, let's go hard and go home. I mean, we're from the future. We can roll Johnny. So instead of doing the transforms, what I would do is, well, this is sort of our view here, right? So let's say sort of this is the screen. We've got a wall here, so we draw the wall. Then I use pink. I should use pink for your portals. That one there. So we'll just leave that, right? This percentage of the screen, we'll just mark that as portal, and we'll tag a boolean for later for the renderer. So we're going to do 2 render passes. The first is just your regular one, so then okay, another wall here, blah blah blah. Fill that out, right? Another wall over there, and we're done. Okay, so this is all filled in, and then we're just going to leave this as empty space for a minute. Now that we have that portal, we just do the quick lookup that you already do, and we'll say, okay, well, so we're sort of 3 of these grey dots, and then sort of 1 to the left there. So we'll grab the portal surface here. Okay, so 3 dots and sort of 1 to the right. Pardon me. And we're sort of looking straight on there, so we need to just do that one transform for, and I'll use orange here for just a virtual person, because none of this stuff needs to actually exist in the world. So we just generate a virtual person there, because this is all just data structures now, and we'll have the view frustum in the same way. So now we just have to say there is a potential problem that this room is sort of filled in, and there could be a pillar in between, which would put a pillar right here in the middle of the portal, and as you sort of go forward and you pass the pillar would disappear. You clip through the pillar. That's not, completely ruin the illusion. There's none of that. So to avoid that, all we need to do is, we've just done one very simple operation here. Just do a quick transform, and then of a hypothetical camera. Just continue this. So we'll just create another room just attached off the portal. Again, this geometry doesn't need to exist in the world. It's just a data structure, just to say we're in this room. It's unbounded volume. It can be an arbitrary size, no size. Literally no size. Just say we're in a volume, and the volume is attached to this room, to this portal. I'm going to call it a teleporter because it's. Otherwise, we're going to say we're attaching portals to portals to portals. It can get very confusing. Well, actually, in this case, if I am sticking with the nomenclature, I do mean portal. The wall. We're stuck to this portal. Yeah. This room is attached to that, and we're in that room. That means anything on this side of that portal is automatically culled. It's sort of the equivalent of your near plane clipping that you had to do for your vertex rasterization, for your polygonal rasterization. So it effectively clips everything, and then you've only got you know, this to draw this from out there, and then from here now we use the teleporter, and we just fill that in. So what do we got? It's about half wall there, in the distance, and half wall there in the distance, and one big one. Fill that in, and then untag the boolean, and that's our render sequence. Easy done. Just those couple of steps means the complexity of the geometry on the other side of the teleporter is irrelevant. And you know, you're not needing to spawn any of this. It's literally just in your array, just like, oh, this fake camera is here, blah blah blah. Then continue the rendering as though that was me. You know, yeah, it's exactly as you said. This renderer only has pixels to fill in, so you can actually take advantage of that. And because it's all happening as a hypothetical calculation, you can still have like physics simulating here and everything in the background, should you choose to. You know, if you want to have your physics simulating at 90 hertz and you're only rendering at 30 hertz, that's fine. You do all of this. You're not having to, you know, transform 40 different vertexes and then connect them all just to render. Would have been much faster. So take that, John Carmack. We've got portals. Fantastic work with what you're doing, by the way. Extremely jealous. Okay, I've got one good idea, but I couldn't get halfway to where you are. You know, I'd collapse on MS Paint, on Notepad. You know, the first lines. So fantastic work on your on what you're doing. Keep it up, for sure. But you know, if you ever go back to the software renderer, don't fuck around moving vertexes. Whatever. This is how we do it, right? Have a good one, and all the best success, mate. Well done.